Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, but something that I've been excited to talk about. So I actually went recently to a card show out by where I live. It was actually like right by a casino, which was kind of cool. But I did manage to pick up some singles. So I just wanted to go through and talk about some of the cards that I managed to pick up. Um, it was a pretty cool show. It was a little bit small, so it was actually in the lobby of a hotel, like a Quality Inn, I believe. Um, Very cool. A lot of vendors. The first kind of reaction I had was when I entered, it was very dimly lit in the first section. So I was like, oh, because this is my first card show, so I was like, I don't really know, what I'm expecting. And when I saw those the dimly lit corridor, I was like, oh, this might just be like chopped. But it was just a few of the tables, a few of the vendors got unlucky, I think, and they just received the front lobby, which didn't have very good lighting. But there was two other rooms that did have very good lighting, so I was very happy about that. Um, I managed to pick up a lot of singles, a lot of stuff that like I'm interested in that I don't think anyone else really cares about, but that's fine. And I also managed to pick up some singles for some of my friends, so that was pretty cool. We can go through kind of the price breakdown, how much I spent. I believe I spent exactly. I was very good about it. I spent $30, and I was able to secure a good amount with $30 because I wasn't really looking for like any high value like graded sleeve or anything. I was more going for just singles that I'm interested in. I did, this is my recommendation slash tip for everyone. If you do go to a card show, bring your own sleeves and top loaders. A lot of like the really nice full art singles will come with a top loader and a sleeve, but there was a lot of singles that were in like people's binders where they're just like, hey, grab these for like $1. Um, a lot of those did not have sleeves, and I was like, oh, thank goodness I think I brought like 40 sleeves and maybe like 20 top loaders, which is obviously that's a little overkill. I only ended up using I think like 5 of each, but um, it was very good. I'm glad I did that. So starting off, we'll do the one card that I bought that is not a Pokemon card, but is definitely something that I thought was very cool. So starting off, we have this Evangelion Pikachu VMAX. Very excited about that card. I know that that is not a real card, but I saw that cosplay card actually at Comic Con this year, and then when I saw it at the card show, and they were asking $3, and I was like, I wouldn't really pay $3 for it's not a real TCG card, but obviously super good art, and obviously a big fan of Evangelion, so picked that up for $2. I wouldn't even say I haggled. I was just like, I'll do it for two, and they're like, yeah, sure, why not? Which I'm sure that's a good deal for both parties. I was happy with it, and I know that they were happy with it. My first pickup of the convention was I actually had five cards, $5. So we'll go through each one of them. One of them it was actually even listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I picked up an extra. So this was a 5 for 5 I purchased, and it was essentially 5 trainer cards, but it was the really cool ones, the ones that are like the tessellation, where it's like the up and down. You can see those like squares, but I got the maximum belt right there. Let me figure out how I want to put these up. I think we'll put them up like this. There we go. Maximum belt right over there. Or that's stand up cyclone or scoop up cyclone. Then we had let's see if I can get these. There we go. I want the camera to focus on it. There we go. You can see a little bit of that. Then sparkling crystal. Next we had the dangerous laser. And I'll try to have a running total for how much all of this was costing me at the time. These were 5 for 5. That was exactly what they were asking, so I didn't ask for anything more. I thought that was pretty fair because it was from like a binder that was just like every one of these is $1, and most of them were like EXs and such. I just really like these trainer cards. I like how they look. I definitely think that they're like some of the better trainer cards and worth collecting just because they look cool. So, yep, 5 for 5. That was a simple deal. We can go through and see exactly how much we should have spent. Maybe I overspent a little bit. Maybe I underspent. Got a deal out of it, but I was happy regardless. That seemed fair to me. Next, actually, from one of my buddies, my buddy came up to me midway through the show and said, "Hey, I got this for you." So this is I'm really into like the Paldean stuff. So like Paldean Clodsire is something I do not have. I do have my Alolan or my Paldean Whoopers, but very happy to receive that card. So that was sick. So yeah, he just walked by and he was like, "Hey, I got this for you," and I was like, "Oh, holy shit!" So I think he also got it for $1. So I think that's a fine deal for that, and it's something that adds to my Paldean collection. Then I also picked up this Scoop Up Cyclone. This one just had a top loader on it, and I was like, "Hey, I'll do it for $1." And they were like, "Oh yeah, sure." And so I picked up that one for $1. I was very happy about that. Next, we have, you're going to see a lot of trainer cards, guys. I'm sorry, but that's just for the first part. And then we'll go into the actual 3 big full arts that I did purchase that I was very happy about. These, I believe I got 2 of these for $1. I also got this at some point. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't remember where I bought this, but I was very happy to get it. As you can see, it's more of that, diamond pattern on the trainer card. I think that was part of one of the deals. We'll say that was probably in one of the piles for 2 for $1. But this was a good deal. I got it from, there's actually some younger gentlemen. They had a binder from clearly some of their cards, but it was a Japanese version of the Living Tree, and then there was another Sparkling Crystal. So I picked up a lot of trainer cards that... Sorry about that. Back to it. So, Paldean Whooper. I managed to ask for this. I think it was this one plus another one of those trainer cards, and I took $1 off. I said, "Hey, I would do it for $4 if you would do it for $4." She said that was fair. Perfect. That works for me. I also have to believe I did this trade because I needed money. I needed change for for the cameo Pikachu. That was actually like one of my last purchases of the night, or of the day. And then finally, this was I would say my best deal of the con, just because I got 2 cards. One was for a friend, and it is in Japanese. It is the Joltik full art. I was very happy about that one. And then the second one that I picked up was the Pikachu VMAX Gold, which was pretty sick. Also very happy about that card right there. I think he was asking, I think it was a total of 9. I think I picked it up for I think I picked it up for 7. So I got him down $3, which seemed reasonable. He was happy about it. He was also kind of busy. He didn't really like stay that long. I was just like, "Oh, like, would you do this for size?" Yeah, sure. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, so there's very good cards. Definitely very cool. I recommend you guys go out to a card show. One of my buddies was telling me it's a lot more interesting to collect singles, and it kind of like keeps you interested in the hobby a little bit longer than just to go, try to collect packs all the time and rip. And I actually couldn't agree more. It was a lot of fun just to go around, see what everyone was collecting. There was a lot of sports cards, but unfortunately, there were no Bengals cards that I was interested in. A lot of like T. Higgins cards. There's a few Joe Burrow cards, but I don't really. I mean, if I wanted a Joe Burrow card, I'd go buy a Topps booster box and get one myself. But I wanted the AJ Green, Ocho Cinco. Unfortunately, none of those in there, so I was kind of SOL. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and go out there and go visit a card show. Thank you guys for watching. Go out there, go look at a card show, go buy your own singles, and remember, do not pay scalper prices. That was actually one of the things that we saw that it was egregious. I was shocked. I went over and I saw an Enz Reshiram. Keep in mind, Enz Reshiram, $20 card. Really good card. I actually personally like it a lot. I love Reshiram. I love N. It's great. $20 card. That's fair. You could expect to see it maybe 22, maybe 25. I saw it at the con for $75. Please make sure you're using apps to double check and see what these cards are actually worth. Definitely not worth $75. That is a scam. Do not fall for it. You got to be, at the same time that it's fun to be part of the community, it is also important that you're watching prices. Also, I think it was like it's $10 for a Destin Rivals pack. We actually went after the convention. There's a Target next door. We went next door, picked up 4 packs, 2 Destin Rivals, 2 Mega Evolutions for $4.50 each. There's no reason that you need to be paying scalper prices for packs and booster boxes and bundles. things are getting reprinted. I believe there's actually 4 new printing plants coming to the U.S. Those are in the works, from what I hear. So definitely don't pay those prices. Make sure you're fact checking online, checking what MSRP is. There's a few places where I saw, okay, I was like, yeah, that's maybe $1 over MSRP, maybe $2. That makes sense. But paying $10, $20, $30 over MSRP, that just screams FOMO. Don't get involved with that. Yeah, so that's my PSA. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.